Hi everyone, welcome to this month's guidance message. And this month we want to talk about what it means to live as your true self, what it means to live in your natural state of being. Really, we're all meant to be here living in this beautiful, living, breathing oneness with God. And imagine if we were doing that every day. God was living and breathing through us. We are living and breathing through God. This beautiful circling of love and energy and guidance and healing between us and God in every second, every day. That is really meant to be our natural state. We've just been brought up completely differently and taught wrongly that that's not our natural state. And it's our job now to kind of get rid of all the layers of confusion and wrong teaching and wrong thinking to get back to that natural state. And if you ever wonder what that state looks like, then we have Jesus as our most beautiful teacher to show us what it is to live in that living, breathing oneness with God. He just completely personified this in every way. We just look at that natural flowing way he had, the forgiveness, the compassion, the non-judgment, and just the love and the light flowing from him in every moment. And God's presence flowing from him and through him and with him in every moment. So much so that people felt that presence of God through him and then thought he was God. Whereas in fact we're all God, because we are all meant to have that beautiful presence of God flowing through us always to everyone. So just imagine what it would be to live in this beautiful state. So how do we come to find that state within ourselves? The first step, as always, is awareness. Awareness that it is meant to be our natural state, accepting the possibility that we can attain that state, that we can live as our divine selves, as our true selves, here and now, on this earth, in this moment, in this lifetime. Once we're holding that awareness, then we can hold the intention that this is what we want to return to. We want to return to this beautiful, living, breathing oneness with God, with our divine source, with love. And then in meditation, it's allowing ourselves, surrendering and opening up to letting that oneness happen. And that can be a slow, step-by-step, gradual process. And that's a really powerful way to do anything, to build anything slowly and strongly on those strong foundations. But it is when we're in meditation or doing whatever it is that we find most powerful to tune in with God. In that moment, letting God come close, first of all, which can be difficult enough in itself when we're dealing with feelings of unworthiness or feelings of shame, all those wrong feelings that stop us from connecting with God. So it's letting ourselves move past that, knowing we are worthy, knowing we are divinely loved, letting God come close. And then once we've mastered that, it's going that other step, letting God flow through us completely, letting God flow through our energy system, letting God flow through our entire being on every level of our existence, letting that happen, surrendering to that, knowing we're only surrendering to love, to the purest, purest love, and to the purest, purest light. So sometimes we can fear that and we can resist that, but just remembering what we're opening to pure, pure love, can help us to overcome that resistance. And of course, asking God, asking teachers like Jesus to help us overcome the resistance, to help us figure out how to do this. And then once we surrender to God, let God flow through us, then let ourselves flow back through God. Let ourselves give back that love, that light, that energy back to God. So we are circling as one together in this beautiful energy of love and light that we often talk about, but that can become a cliche after a while, the love and the light. But just remembering it is this beautiful force of love. It is the divine light of our divine source, that this is the light and love we're speaking of, that this is the light and love we are meant to return to, we are meant to live in living, breathing oneness with. And if we're not in this natural state of living, breathing oneness with God, then we are in an unnatural state, which is not going to bring us joy, which is going to leave us living in oneness with fear, confusion, anger, stress, and all the things we want to let go of in our life. So it's just gently, day by day, stepping back to love, stepping back to this oneness, but remembering that is what we are going back to, our living, breathing oneness with God, with our divine source, with the source of all love. So thank you for listening, take care, and we'll be back in January with another beautiful message.